You think you black?
I want to sleep.
You think them your people?
I want to sleep.
Well, they're not.
Anticipating.
We are.
I'm dreaming.
Did you ever forget that?
That I woke up.
These streets are a war zone.
America.
You're blue now.
Congratulations on such a convincing performance. What went into preparing for this role, and is it true that you were the first black woman to play a lead female police officer?
I am. This is like a historical thing that I didn't even know. Like it's so cool. I'm so glad I didn't know that before I went into the movie, because otherwise it would be like this added pressure that I just didn't need. Because it's my first lead role as well, so that's huge for me. But yeah, I did a lot of research, but I was really, really lucky because I did a film called Miami Vice quite a long time ago now. But in that, I played a police officer. And so I was taken out with undercover agents and I was trained by the police. I would go to raid houses. I was involved in a drug sting where we had to surround a potential drug lord. Like, I did everything with the police. So I had all of that wealth of information to draw upon as well.
Congratulations on this film.
Thank you.
Not only is it an action-packed thriller,
Yes.
but it's more than that. It speaks to humanity at this critical time. Why is it important that audiences need to go out and support the movie?
Well, number one, it's important for everyone to go see it because it's the best movie ever made. That's number one. But number two, I would say the message in the movie is incredible right now. It's not about being preachy. It's not about having a movie that's like, hey, look at me, what I'm trying to say. It's a movie about humanity. It's a movie about someone saying, basically, I seen something and I'm gonna say something. And I'm gonna risk my life to expose what I seen.
Yeah.
But at the core of that, what I'm most excited about is I truly believe Naomi Harris and Tyreese have given award-winning performances from top to bottom. First time we've ever seen a black female lead as a police officer in a feature film, and it's one of the most moving performances you'll ever see from Tyreese. The fact that it is about him representing a culture and the divide between wanting to not help the police or go against the code of the streets, and then ultimately seeing those two things collide together and humanity step forth, it's beautiful. That's why you have to go to the movies.
I think it's really important because it sends a message about what kind of movie we want to see. We want to see a movie at the theaters that entertains us, that keeps us on the edge of our seats, that, you know, has great actors as well being part of it, but we also want it to be socially relevant as well and to inspire us and to have a really powerful message. And for me, the most important message of this movie is be the change, you know? Don't wait for change to happen outside of you, but you stand up for what you believe in and stand up against what is wrong and do what is right.
Exactly, I love that message.
It's inspiring, it's relevant, it's something that feels immediate, feels like it's the perfect time for it, and it starts a conversation, hopefully. It starts a conversation that will continue and won't be silenced. You know, I think when people start to talk, you know, the audience is the representation of the community, you know, and I think when people start to talk, hopefully that's gonna spread to making some change.
I really admire art that not only entertains, but like you said, brings about a conversation that hopefully brings about change. And listening to Dion last night speak, you can't help but be affected by his passion.
Oh,
what was it like working with him?
It's exactly that. It's, you know, I've said it a couple times today. I got a phone call and went and sat with Dion, which was supposed to be a half-hour meeting, and we sat for 3 or 4 hours. I had never read the script. By the time I left, I said, I'm in. I'm signing on. I believe you. I believe in what you're doing. I believe in what you're saying, and I want to go work with you. So and that carried through for all of us. Working with him, you know, he's an amazing guy.
Yeah, it's definitely infectious.
It is infectious.
This powerful film is grounded in realism, especially the fight scenes. What was it like filming those fight scenes, and was it important to show Alicia not as a superhero, but as a strong, experienced army vet and rookie cop?
Yeah, absolutely. This isn't a superhero movie, you know what I mean? This is, you know, it's heightened reality, but it's ultimately grounded in reality, this film. So, you know, when she gets thrown around, you feel like she feels it, and she does, you know, and I did playing her as well, you know. It's really difficult to do these kind of movies without getting hurt, because action stuff, it's usually painful. If you're thrown against a wall, no matter how much you're padded, it's gonna hurt.
There's one interesting thing that is brought up in this film, and that is the use of police body cam footage and how it's dealt with and uploaded. Do you think this is an area that can be improved upon?
Oh yeah, sure. I would think a direct feed. A direct feed. I mean, I don't know, in this day and age to have to download something to, like, it seems a little odd to me. But you know, I don't actually know the logistics of it. But I think it should be more seamless than that, so that if something happens, it actually can be uploaded and be seen by someone immediately, as opposed
like a live feed.
Yeah,
maybe.
live feed. That's what it is, live feed. But I know.
As opposed to, like it's a mini cam on your.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we have Nest cams. I mean, if you have a Nest cam,
Yeah.
you can have a body cam that is a live feed.
But it's a great tool. It certainly is a great
sure.
tool. Yeah.
It should be a deterrent. You know, that's what you hope.
I think it's absolutely an area that needs more discussion. I think that the idea of policing the police by using body cameras, I think it helps engender trust, and I'm really excited about that. And I think it also helps the police as well, you know. But who has access to that body camera footage is a real issue currently. So we need to do more to explore the issues and make everyone feel comfortable about using body cameras. But I'm all for them. I think they're a positive thing.
There's one scene that I want to talk about, and it's where the police squad raid the apartment complex. It was so intense. What was it like working on that?
It was intense, and I tell you, we talk about New Orleans. You know, it was an abandoned
Project.
And you kind of, there was kind of ghosts. I mean, you felt it. Yeah, you know, and you could see the water line from where the flood was.
That was really emotional for me.
Yeah, you can see how devastating. Like, you know, we've seen it on the news, but when you're there and you see that the water line was 13 feet up, and that these people live there. And so when
never came back.
There was no acting. It's no acting required. It's like, wow, you really get into the whole, the vibe of the situation because this really happened in this place.
Dion, you grew up in Indiana. Tyreese, you grew up in Watts. What does this film mean to both of you on a personal level?
You know, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us here.
Yes.
I was born and raised in the hood, in the ghetto, just like Dion was. So it's really wild for us to be able to say, man, look how successful they are. Look at all that they're doing and have achieved. I could have been dead multiple times. I could sit here and tell you stories of how I could have died. And it's not always about Crips and Bloods and Mexicans versus blacks. It's about the police that could have killed me when I got pulled over for speeding, or, you know, you're being arrested and being thrown on the hood with the hood of your car is hot and your face is smeared on the top of the car, and you're just there vulnerable because you're like, damn, I called the police, or I may be doing something bad, but why are you doing so much? And it's on full display. And it's even worse now because you expect social media and cameras to be able to slow people down, but it's actually getting worse, and people don't care that their crimes and corruption and racism is being caught on camera. So Black and Blue is that. This movie is not preachy. There's no one on a podium giving a speech. This movie is to say, you know, I'm a part of the problem if I'm able to sit at home and look at social media, look at the killings, the police brutality, the excessive force, the beatdowns, the bigotry, the racism, you know, Eric Garner, Tamir Rice, everything that's happening that we see every day. If you're at home and you're able to say, man, I feel really bad about what they are dealing with, then this gives you a front row seat to really make you understand some things that you may not understand before you see this movie. And I want y'all to all show up and make a statement.
Wow, thank you so much for your time. We're out of time, but powerful words.
Thank you.
Murder's murder. Don't matter who you are.
I will fear no evil.